Hey guys, it was good seeing you this morning. So I just want to take a few minutes and go over your exam for this week, just simply because we've got so much material that we need to cover in the next 2 days. So I wanted to put together this really quick YouTube video for you, going over the questions. If you have anything individual you want to ask me, definitely shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you, immediately in terms of what that question is. So let me just pull up the exam here. Question number one. According to your course materials, please identify and describe the stages of change. Please utilize an example to help support your answer. So we talked about the stages of change within health psych. I used the example of when I used to smoke cigarettes a very, very long time ago. And I kind of implemented how I went through the stages of change. So you can use my example if you want, and you can use another one, but basically tell me what the stages of change are, what the steps are, and use an example in terms of going through that. Question number two. According to multiple research studies, obesity is a serious health concern facing Americans today. Obesity is definitely a huge concern that correlates with many, many, many health issues within our society. So, utilizing your course materials, please identify several variables that may contribute to this. Okay. What suggestions would you have to help change behavior within each of these variables you identified? All right. So this is kind of a vague question, but if you look at my PowerPoints for health psych, that will help you or structure your answer. So obesity, serious health concern. What are variables? Okay, things within society or things within that person that may contribute to obesity. Okay, so in my mind right now, I'm thinking of two very specific PowerPoints within that PowerPoint chapter that you may want to look at. Okay, and then based upon things that we talked about in health psych, what could you do to change, encourage, motivate behavior? Okay. Again, this isn't an opinion question. Okay. Use things from the notes, use things from the book, specific concepts. Okay. Things like that. Again, my notes should be huge in terms of where you can get information to answer this question. Number three. Your book defines personality as a person's thoughts, emotional responses, and behaviors that are relatively stable over time and across circumstances. So, the question, do you agree or disagree with this statement? So, you can give your opinion there. Do you agree or you disagree? The catch, please provide an explanation based upon your course materials and an example to help support your statement. So if you agree with that definition, what from your course materials supports it? If you disagree, okay, what of your course materials can you use to support it? Number four, it's often said that our self-identity changes over time. What does this mean? How would we know our self-identity has changed? Please provide an example to support your answer. All right. So if I were to tackle this question, I would say, okay, what does self-identity mean? Okay. How do we identify our self-identity? Okay. And again, my notes are kind of popping up in my head here. How do we know our self-identity has changed? So I may think about myself at maybe 18 years old. How do I know what my self-identity is at that point? Look at myself now at 43. My God, I'm aging myself. At 43, what is my self-identity? How do I know what my self-identity is? What is it based upon? Okay. Look at my notes. Again, that should really help you in terms of this question. Number five, what is the Myers-Briggs personality assessment? Right? Straightforward definition. What are the pros and cons of this assessment? Okay, so what is the Myers-Briggs? What does it do? What are the pros and cons? So you should get that right out of your course materials. Do you agree or disagree that this is a helpful tool in helping students identify possible career options? Why or why not? All right. So that last part, that could be simply just an opinion question. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you not think it's a good idea? Just make sure that you tell me why. All right, in terms of that. All right, cool. If you guys have any other questions, please email me. Again, I apologize. We're not going to go over this in class simply just because we have so much material that we need to cover. And I really enjoy your questions during class. So again, if you have any questions about this exam, shoot me an email and we will take it from there. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.